Hi Taurus, how's it going? I hope you're doing fantastic today. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you. I'm doing a Celtic cross spread. So these are the cards that came out for you. It's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll go through each card individually and then do a summary at the very end. Basically, your message from Spirit is to honor your feelings. Okay? That's the one message Spirit wants you to take away from this reading, is to honor your feelings. So let's go through all of your cards. Your first card that came out is the Moon card. Let me just put it like this so you can see it. So Pisces energy, the moon is represented by Pisces. This is a major arcana card. It came out reversed. When a card comes out reversed, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit, okay? So Taurus, this spread points to confusion, lifting, but emotional avoidance and stalled growth remain issues. You're trying to stabilize and do the right thing, yet there's resistance to emotional vulnerability and honest communication. Many reversals. You got quite a few reversed cards, and that suggests blocked energy rather than outright failure, let's say. So the Moon card for your first card came out reversed. Pisces energy. This card talks about confusion, self-deception, blocked intuition. It's telling you to release fear. It's a card of repressed emotions, anxiety, misunderstanding, inner confusion. So Spirit is saying that you're coming out of a period of confusion, illusion, or emotional fog. Secrets, self-deception, or anxiety are starting to surface. While clarity is possible now, it's uncomfortable. You may prefer certainty over emotional truth. Your awareness is increasing, but denial is tempting, is the message with this card for your current situation. For some of you, your anxiety is subsiding. You're regaining composure. And then what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, you have the Page of Swords reversed. Pages are messengers. This can be male or female in a general reading. Page of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, so you could be having an issue with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but you don't have to be. This is a card of being defensive, being blunt or abrasive. This is someone with their head in the clouds. Taurus, this is also a card of deception. Spirit is bringing up deception again. Someone who's not speaking out. The main obstacle in this reading, Spirit is saying, is poor communication or avoidance of truth. So this can show misunderstandings. It can be gossip or misinformation. It can be difficulty speaking honestly, or it can be mental immaturity or defensiveness. So you may know the truth, but you struggle to articulate it or to face it directly. Okay? It can be a card of manipulation, having nothing to say. It's telling you to express yourself. Maybe you're dealing with this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords reversed is, again, someone who's defensive, a player, someone who plays mind games, someone who's paranoid. But let's just keep going. Then your third card is the Knight of Pentacles. This is either you, someone in your life, or a situation, male or female. The Knight of Pentacles is represented by Virgo. So upright, reliable, stoic, committed, patient, considerate, hardworking, conservative, responsible. Your foundation message, Knight of Pentacles. So at your core, you're steady, loyal, patient, and committed. This card shows strong values, perseverance, and a desire for long-term security. But this can also explain the problem. You may be too slow to change, sticking with what's familiar, even when it no longer works. Okay? And then your past card is the Page of Pentacles reversed. Again, this is either you, someone in your life, or a situation. Extra protection from Spirit since it came out reversed. Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, your fourth card, represents your past but is relevant to your current situation. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Reversed, this is someone who is unfocused. There's a lack of progress. They're rebellious. This is maybe someone you're having to deal with. It can represent an unhealthy lifestyle, procrastination, a lack of commitment, immaturity, frustration, disloyalty, learning difficulties, unfaithfulness, laziness, missed chances, not taking advantage of opportunities. In the past, there may have been a missed opportunity or a lack of follow through or a fear of starting something new, or maybe you doubted your own abilities. And this unfinished business still affects you. It may have taught you to play it safe, but at the cost of growth. And then your immediate future, what's likely to happen very soon in your life, is another page. You got 3 pages right in a row here, right across the front. Page of Cups reverse. This card represents your immediate future, what's likely to happen very soon in your life. The Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This, again, Spirit's bringing up emotional immaturity, emotional vulnerability. There's an imbalance of emotions. This is someone who is doubting their intuition, could represent receiving bad news, experiencing a creative block. This is someone who's ignoring their inner voice or their inner child. Yeah. Soon, you may experience emotional withdrawal or suppressed feelings. Okay, it could show this maybe you're avoiding vulnerability, or maybe you're this card reversed talks about emotional immaturity or disappointment or unexpressed emotions. Spirit's bringing that up again. Rather than opening up, you may pull inward, even though emotional honesty is exactly what's needed here. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Devil reversed. This is Capricorn energy, major arcana. What you want most is liberation. You want to break unhealthy attachments. You want to escape toxic patterns. You want to reclaim your personal power. That's why the overall message is to honor your feelings. You want freedom, but you may underestimate how much emotional honesty and accountability that requires. Let me just say that again. You want freedom, but you may underestimate how much emotional honesty and accountability that freedom requires. The Devil reversed is a card of independence, overcoming addiction, reasserting control, reclaiming control, releasing limiting beliefs, detachment, freedom. Can also be exploring dark thoughts. And then your self-image, how you see yourself. You got the Hierophant. This is another major arcana card. How you see yourself. You see yourself as being responsible, moral, stable, someone who follows rules or traditions. Taurus, this is you, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is represented by Taurus in astrology. This is you showing up in your reading, okay? You may believe you're doing the right thing, even if that means suppressing your feelings or avoiding uncomfortable change. The Hierophant represents authority, education, knowledge, beliefs, law, institutions. It's a card of teaching, learning, religious beliefs, tradition, conformity, sharing knowledge, faith, and then your environment or how others see you in your situation. You have the Ten of Wands reversed. Others see you as overburdened, but trying to let go. People may think you're tired or you're relieved to be setting boundaries, or you're finally putting something down. However, others might also sense avoidance rather than true resolution. 10 of Wands came out reversed, Sagittarius energy. It's a card of letting go, shouldering too much responsibility, being overstressed or burnt out, doing it all. This is a card of release again. Spirit is bringing up release again. Okay, learning to say no, not being up to the challenge or working hard but getting nowhere. Not being able to delegate. Stress. And then your hopes and fears. You got the World. This is a major arcana card. So the World, what you hope for and or fear the most in your situation. This card is saying that you deeply hope for completion, closure, and wholeness, but you also fear what comes after. Ending a cycle means stepping into the unknown, which clashes with your need for security. The World in your hopes and fears position, ending, accomplishment, completion, achievement, fulfillment, a sense of belonging. Could be travel for some of you. It's a card of success, conclusion. And then the outcome, if all is to remain as is, you got the Knight of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups is either you or, again, someone in your life or a situation. Spirit is saying if things continue unchanged, you may remain emotionally guarded, romantic but unrealistic, or avoidant of deeper emotional responsibility. The outcome you desire most in this is the outcome if all is to remain as is. Okay, Pisces energy. This is deception again. This is someone who's jealous, moody, trickery. This is someone who's avoiding confrontation. This is receiving bad news, unrequited love. This is someone who has tantrums, moodiness, disappointment. Someone who's avoiding conflict, jumping to conclusions. Creative or intuitive blocks. This suggests emotional stagnation, not disaster, but a lack of fulfillment because feelings aren't being expressed or acted upon sincerely. That's why Spirit is saying honor your feelings. Taurus, honor your feelings. This reading says that you're waking up to the truth with the moon reversed, but you struggle to communicate or act on it with the Page of Swords reversed. You want freedom and completion with the Devil reversed and the World card, yet there's emotional avoidance keeps you stuck. So the path forward requires emotional honesty, not just stability. Slow, steady effort will help, but only if you allow vulnerability instead of retreating into comfort. So that is your reading, Taurus. I hope you receive some insider guidance from these messages. Thank you for letting me channel them today. Remember, honor your feelings. Take good care. Bye.